Hello everyone, this is Alindra Singh. Welcome back to another video of Ultrapix. In today's video, we're gonna learn how to convert a vertical image into horizontal. So, reason behind converting the vertical images in horizontal is because in our social media, let's take an example of Facebook. In Facebook, you might have observed something called timeline, and in timeline there is a cover at a profile picture. Okay, so profile picture could be used if you have any vertical image, you can just crop it and use it as your profile picture, but the cover is always horizontal. So if you have taken any image in few years ago, maybe you have taken an image vertically and you want to use it as your cover, but for that we need a horizontal image. So how to convert that image, because we cannot go in back in time, but we have Photoshop. So with the help of Photoshop, we can convert that vertical image into horizontal. So today we're gonna learn this in Photoshop. Okay, so this is going to be so exciting. So without any further delay, let's actually begin. Actually begin. So here we are in our Photoshop screen, and as you can see, there is an image of a bird, and it is a vertical image. Okay, so first we will learn to deal with very simple image. Simple, I mean to say by the image which uh, is less in detail, especially in the background, because if let's say for example this is a subject and this is the background, so usually we are not going to stretch the subject, otherwise there will be no use of using Photoshop. We can do that in many other applications. So without impacting the subject of our image, we will have to stretch it horizontally. Okay, so let me show you the magic of Photoshop. So let's say this is the image we have, so this is vertical. So if I use a crop tool and drag it here at this extent, okay, so now it is a horizontal image. Okay, at least the canvas is horizontal, yet we have not made the image horizontal. Okay, so how to convert this image without impacting the subject of the image? How to convert that to horizontal? Okay, it's very simple. Use the selection tool, select the portion of image. Okay, now you can use a tool here in edit. Go to edit, and here's the option of content aware scale. Okay, so the shortcut key for it is Alt Shift Control and C. So if you press all of these keys simultaneously, you will get this option. Okay, so with this, what is the next step? Simply drag it, and you will see that we have converted a vertical image into horizontal. It's that simple. Okay, but as I said in the beginning, that this is a very simple image. Why? Because the background is blur, and if you stretch any image like that where the details of the subject is not matching with the background, it can be easily stretched like this. Okay, let's take one more example. Here you have a man, he's just flying or maybe doing some stunt, but here's a man. Now if you look at to the subject, the colors are not matching with the background. So if you try to do this the same with this particular image, okay, let's say select it, use a shortcut Control Alt Shift and C. Okay, and drag it. So as you can see, we are easily able to do the same with this one as well. Okay, we can easily drag it and will be converted to horizontal. Okay, but it doesn't work always. Why? Because when there is a image where the background is matching with the color of the subject, it is very difficult for Photoshop to convert that automatically. Okay, so we have to do that manually. So let me take one more example, and then we are going to learn how to deal with those images which are same in color with the background. Okay, so let's take an example of this horse. Okay, so if you drag, okay, use the crop tool to make it bigger. Okay, maybe this much or whatever. Take the selection tool and select this image. Use again the shortcut Control Alt Shift and C. Okay, this is a shortcut key for that, and drag it. Now you can see that our subject is horizontal. Okay, why? Because the subject is of black color and the background is of completely different color. Okay, so we can easily deal with these kind of images, and we can use this the feature that we have in Photoshop to convert these kind of images from vertical to horizontal. Though this image that I used of a horse is already a horizontal image, but still I just showed you an example. Okay, now next we are going to go little complex. Now let's look at to this image. This could be yours. Okay, now imagine that you have taken this image years ago, and now you want to use it as your cover picture. So you cannot use that. Usually people will try to crop it like this and like this and use it as a cover, but without doing the cropping, we want to still use the whole image and use it as a cover picture. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, so you have to simply use again, this is the crop tool that we're using. Okay, so we have to simply drag it to our extent where we think that this one can be used as a um, cover picture. Okay, let's say we are going to stretch it at this extent. Okay, so now if I use the selection tool, okay, and again use the content aware tool from, oh sorry, from edit, go to content aware tool and stretch it. See what is happening with the image. Okay, till the face everything is okay, but if we go down, the image is completely getting distorted. Okay, so we don't want this result. Okay, so how to fix this? All right, so here's the trick. Okay, now instead of doing this, what you have to do is to select this portion, any portion of it. This could be this much. Okay, right? It doesn't matter that whether you have this much area, but usually if there is a vertical image, you don't have much area. Okay, so let's take this much. Okay, and what you have to do, just be careful that you don't select this extra portion from here. Okay, so make sure that white is not selected. Okay, so select this portion. Okay, next what you have to do, you can press Ctrl J or Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Ctrl C for copy, Ctrl V for paste. So what happens after that? So if I press Ctrl J, it creates a layer, like as you can see here, it creates a layer with that portion of image which we have selected. Okay, so if we select any portion and press Ctrl J, it will create a copy of that portion in a different layer. Okay, so if you don't know this shortcut and you want to try the old one is Ctrl C. Press first Ctrl C to copy, then press Ctrl V. It will give you the same result. Okay, so don't worry. Now next, what do you have to do? Go to the select option. Okay, now this image, the portion of this layer, make sure that the layer one is selected and drag it at this point where it connects the next image. Okay, so as you can see, but the problem is that there is a line between these both images, one the piece of image and the second one the original that we copied the portion from. Okay, so how to fix that? Okay, first drag it to the point where it connects the image. Okay, for example here, so now as there is a line, so you have to just simply press Ctrl T, or you can just go here, select this one, Okay, and at this corner you will find the dragging option from where we used to drag the portion of the image. So at this point I just forgot, I think this is called the selection angle or whatever. So at this point you have to just click, and this image will be selected. Okay, now click, you have to right click on this image and turn it, flip it to horizontal. Okay, so as you do that, if you click OK, see, that line that you could see there is gone. Okay, so this is how you can stretch out the image. And again, let me try one more thing. We can still do the same thing with this one. Okay, go to the content aware and drag it a little bit so that it looks natural. Okay, now see, this image we have converted into horizontal. Okay, so this is how you use this feature of content aware tool. Or second one which we have done on this image was a manual way to convert the vertical into horizontal in case that the subject is detailed with the background. So in that case you cannot use a content aware tool, so better to use this manually. So I hope you liked what we did in this video. So if you did, go ahead and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of the videos that I upload in future. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.